So there are several reasons individuals do not take the risk of starting their own companies. The most common are startup costs, lack of personal confidence, general fear, and also the stability and security of their current job. And of all those reasons, I think one to challenge is the perceived stability or security of their employer. Have you ever heard the statistic that 80% of new businesses fail in the US in their first year? Sounds scary, right? It's also a myth. It's actually 20% that fail, according to the US Bureau of Labor and Statistics. Interestingly, they go on to say that 42% of those failures occurred because the businesses were offering a service that few customers needed. A large portion of failures included high-risk businesses like restaurants, manufacturing, telecommunications, all of which are high-cost businesses to launch. So really, if you're starting a business in a sector that has little to no startup cost, but with high demand, like recruiting, it reduces your risk even more. And who do you think the main group is that perpetuates these myths of widespread potential failure? Employers. I had a VP tell me once that a large group of sales and recruiting professionals that the American dream was actually not starting your own company, but rather working for his company that provided so much stability and opportunity for its employees. Companies need employees. They need them to believe in myths to shape their beliefs and control their behavior. What I think people confuse with stability is actually regularity. With a job, you get a regular paycheck, no matter how you or your company are performing that month. Even commissioned sales professionals have base salaries or commission draws with healthcare benefits, paid time off, and sometimes stock options. These are the reasons employees feel stable and secure, especially if the company has a track record of success. It seems less risky on the surface. It seems stable because it's regular. However, having your own business is inherently more stable than working for an employer. When you run your own business, you know months ahead of time what your pipeline looks like, especially in the beginning when it sometimes might feel like feast or famine. But this is usually something entrepreneurs only deal with in the short run. Comparatively, the feasts of your own business are much more profitable than being an employee, even as a commissioned sales professional. When you're in charge of your own business, you inherently give it more effort and creativity to manage and mitigate the irregularity. An entrepreneurial venture is demonstrably more stable. What's missing is regularity. Dealing with irregularity is a skill. To not know everything up front and yet trust yourself to work it out. To not know who will work with you, but know that you're not going to stop until you find people. To not know if you will get paid this month, but yet be determined to put in the work until you do. If this sounds like you, then you're perfectly qualified to become an independent recruiter. Everyone else should just find a less stable job.